Okay, today's September 26, 2011. You guys just got your quizzes back. We're going to take out question 11 and 12, just because most of you guys were unable to get these. I think what the biggest issue was is you guys didn't really realize what the question was asking you.
Yeah.
The cosine of an obtuse angle is negative 0.77. So what they're saying is they want us to set up cosine ratio. So cosine, and let's call this angle x. So cosine x is equal to negative 0.77. The question then says calculate sine of this angle. So again, we're looking for sine, and we're going to be looking for sine of x, the exact angle that's being used in this formula. So I need to solve for x. In other words, I need to get x by itself. I need to isolate it. Does anyone know what I would do to isolate x? I bring it to the other side, and when I put it to the other side, it becomes cosine to the exponent negative 1, negative 0.77. I then put that into the calculator. So we get 0.77 negative to cosine, we get 140.3. So according to that, this angle is 140.3. If you went this far, I probably gave you 1 mark. But the question then was asking you to find sine of that angle. So now that we know that the angle x is equal to 140.3, I substitute that in to find out what that angle is going to be equal to as a ratio. So I get sine of 140.3 is equal to, and again we put that in the calculator. 140.3 sine 0.63. So the sine of that angle was 0.63. This was the answer I was looking for, or roughly close to it. Alright, question 12 reads, the sine of an obtuse angle is 0.53. So we're going to set up that ratio. Sine, and we're going to call it x, is equal to 0.53. The question then asks you to calculate tangent of this angle. Oh, it says the 4 decimal places. If you guys only went to 1, I think I still gave it to you. So, again, what we'll be looking for is tangent x and what that ratio is equal to. We got to figure out what this angle is. So, again, to isolate x, we bring sine to the other side, and we put sine to the negative 1 when it's on the other side, and we calculate it. So, the number 0.53 becomes 32 on the dot. So, our angle is 32. Is that correct so far?
Yes, sir.
Why not? Well, I still got to find the tangent. What type of angle did they say this was? It's obtuse. Is 32 degrees an obtuse angle? No.
Sir, can I get my quiz?
No. So, what that means is 32 degrees of an obtuse angle means that they've created a right angle triangle, and this is 32 degrees. But we're actually looking for this obtuse angle. Remember, sine is positive in both quadrants. Everything's positive here, sine is positive here. So what is the full size of the angle we're looking for? Or how would I solve it? I take 180 and subtract 32. What are we going to end up with? 48? 148. So the angle we're looking for is 148 degrees, and then I got to put that to tangent. So we're going to plug that in for the x in the tangent. Was that yours? Yeah. We had tangent 148 degrees. And when you plug that into the calculator, negative 0.62. If you wrote positive 0.62, I'm pretty sure I still gave you the mark, but come the actual test, that won't be the case. I was just happy you guys were able to set that up because so many people had problems. But because this is tangent of an obtuse angle, that means the ratio has to be negative because tangent is negative in the second quadrant. All obtuse angles, when using tangent, are negative. So this was the number we were looking for. Oops.